Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our BKFC Reddit Ask Me Anything. We're joined by a lovely friend of mine, Gabrielle Roman. How you doing, Gabby?
Good, you?
I'm great.
Good to hear.
I keep every time I think about you, I think of like when you first came to BKFC and you were such a rough around the edges and you weren't a very nice person. And I see you now and like you were such a complete opposite of what you came in as.
Yeah, I got misunderstood a lot because of the way that I am. I'm very awkward and I tend to come off the wrong way. It takes me a little bit to get comfortable. It doesn't actually take me a little bit to get comfortable. I just need to have like a conversation with a person in order for me to be like, oh, okay, cool, I can talk to this person. So, I mean, like after that, it kind of gets easier. And
It's interesting how many like good friends of yours are former opponents. Like
yeah.
again, like you have the kind of mean, intimidating face, and then as soon as the fight's over, everybody wants to be best friends with you.
No, yeah, they're freaking listen, that's my favorite. Like I love that. I feel like that doesn't happen enough. It's always like I don't know, like you're already fighting. There's really no need, but I get it marketing wise and for promotional reasons and things like that, the way that things are now. People want to sell tickets, they want to sell the fights, so it is what it is, to each their own what works, but it's not my thing.
No, like I said, it's just funny because I'm good friends with Courtney, and she's like, "Oh, she was mean, da da da," and now she's like, "Oh, go Gabby, she's the best. I love that girl." And like, it's just such a turn of events.
Yeah, I love her too. I really do love her. She's fucking awesome.
All right, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Let's talk about your fight that's coming up. All right, so you're the co-main event. That's exciting, right? You get a fight, close to home. Like,
Yes.
It's weird. It's weird because Philly is kind of a hometown fight for you, being from Jersey.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Until, Jersey decides to legalize bare knuckle, which God willing happens sooner rather than later. But for sure. I'm grateful that it's so close. I've been dying to have it home. So for just many reasons, it's just easier fighting wise, preparing, traveling, all that stuff. It makes it easier on you. Um, but I love the traveling part too. I can't even lie. Like I soak up that whole experience. I'm such a like I don't know. Like, how you're supposed to be focusing on the fighting and all of that stuff. And obviously I am, but I'm like, I soak up all of that, like the plane ride, the like looking around and trying to take in the scenery and like freaking like just the shops and the airports. Like I try to take in everything. It's amazing. Like all of it is part of the experience. So I try to appreciate it while I'm in the moment.
It's weird because you have some fighters, and like you just said, I guess it's how you take it. Because when we went to Dubai, like there was a lot of fighters that were miserable because they're trying to make weight. You're in another country, and you can't go out and do all the fun stuff. But you sound like you're like, hey, look, it's gonna be kind of miserable. I know the plane ride's gonna suck. I know you're somebody who loves to sleep on the plane, but
Yes.
you embrace the suck, and so like you make the most of it. I think that's great outlook.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. It is a lot of fun. I mean, not everybody gets to do these things, so like I'm gonna appreciate the crap out of it.
It's one of those things like I know your boys are growing up quick, but it's almost like you wish they were a little older so they could go with you and like do more of the fun stuff. My son's always like, I wish I could go with you and do this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, when you get a little older, it would be so much easier.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have such a close fight because I want my kids to go. I mean, kind of more family. I'm a little bit iffy. I'm like on the what is that expression? I'm on the fence
On the fence,
with
sure.
it. Yeah, because like I'm my kids get me emotional. So like
Yeah.
the last thing you want to do in a fight is get emotional. So if I'm praying on it and I'm praying to God that I don't hear my son's voices in the fight because that would like it'll bring like She-Hulk out of me and I'm strategic. I'll go out the window and I'm just gonna go fucking try to take somebody's head off. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence, but I would like for them to see it. I like it more when they're not there because you know it happens. But when I lose, I don't really want them to see me after the fact. Like I want them to know that I'm okay. I want like I don't want it to be so hard on them. So on top of that, the bloodiness of it and everything else, you know what I mean? It's different from seeing it in person than seeing it in a video or
Sure.
like through a TV. So like I said, I'm on the fence with it.
I remember one of the craziest things I saw was when Mark Coleman, he fought over in Pride, and he was bloody, and it was after the fight, and his two little girls come up in the ring and they're crying, and he's trying to console them. And like you said, I mean, it's one thing you're so excited, but you know, the other side, you lose, and then you're trying to explain to your kids, like, look, I'm okay. It looks worse than it is, and it's not as bad. So
Yeah, it's hard, especially when they're young, you know. It's easier for my oldest because he's older, but my youngest, he gets a little bit more. My oldest, it's not like it's hard, it's easy for my oldest. He knows, he's more discreet with it, you know? Like he knows how to behave, he knows how to, like, he knows that he's a good boy, and he's more concerned about how I am mentally and physically. So he'll kind of hold back and be like, "Mom, you did great. Like you did a great job." You know, my youngest is like, I'm so upset you lost." Then so it's a little harder, but um, yeah, no, it's good for them. So they'll be able to learn, and when they're older, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, no, shit happens," you know. So
it's one thing. I think it's kind of crazy. It seems like fans and family and stuff, we take losses harder than fighters, because fighters go, look, you know what? It wasn't my night. You know what I mean? It just happens. But fighters and family, or I mean, family and friends are like, oh, I'm devastated for you. Like I said, this coming fight that's coming up with Strode versus G, I love both guys. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm really disappointed to watch this fight because both guys have crazy stories, and then you know, like one of them is going to be derailed. Their career's going to have to they're going
yeah.
to have to build back up again. It's so unfortunate. Like I said, that's the one thing that I hate. I wish I didn't have to become friends with you, because then it'd be so much more. It'd be so much
Yeah,
easier to interview you guys.
yeah. I love that. It just shows that people give a crap about you, you know. And I love that. That's amazing. It's good to have that around you. Like, you know, the people really give a shit. Just want to make sure you're okay, and they, you know, they understand this is our career. So
You're fighting Rosalinda. She's 2-0. When she first came in, people were telling me like, "Oh, she's the next misfit." I haven't seen that yet, but she's tough. She's 2-0. She's got the boxing pedigree. Is there anything that you are overly concerned about? You do have, you know, by far the experience in the bare knuckle aspect of this. Like, I feel like this is a great matchup, and I'm really excited you guys are both being able to be showcased a women's fight for the co-main event.
I remember I'm not sure if, honestly, because my memory is like all over the place, but I think it was her first fight that I watched. And after her first fight, maybe it was her second, I'm not sure. I was excited. I was like, oh wow, she got hands. She was very technical. I didn't know she was a boxer. I didn't know anything about her.
Right.
So but when I was saw her fight, I was like, oh, she's definitely got some fighting experience. And you know me, I'm the dumbass who likes to fight the people who know how to fight. So so once I saw her, and I saw, you know, her technique, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be nice. So this is just, I wanted to fight her when I first saw her fighting. So this is a good. This is I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm grateful. My coach said yes for this matchup. You know, so I'm very excited to fight her.
Are you friend? I mean, like, do you know much about her? Or are you guys already friends, or like, is the friendship comes later? Like, can you tell me much about like anything with there?
I no, I don't know her. I don't even like have her on social media. No, I don't know any. I just found out, like I said, later on that she was a boxer. Um, from my coach, from like teammates and things like that. I didn't know anything about her. Um, what else? That was really it. Like I don't know her. We're not friends. I don't know if she likes me or if she doesn't like me. I have no idea. Like I got no idea. So yeah.
I've never interacted with her. Her coach just recently started following me, and like, you know, like we haven't talked or anything, but like, you know, liking some posts and all that. But yeah, I just, like I said, it's one of those like you don't know. Like she's got the look though. She reminds me of the very early Gabby Roman. She's got that mean look to her.
And she's got the hands too, according to her boxing record. So and her bare knuckle record. It's gonna be fun.
Why do you like? There's a lot of people. So I'm gonna be blunt. There's a lot of people that say, I'll fight anybody, I don't care, and they don't. They protect their record. They kind of pick and choose their opponents. You literally go out there and fight the toughest of the toughest. Why is that?
I feel like, what are you in this for if you're not trying to be like the best you can be, you know? And how can you challenge yourself if you're not challenging yourself with someone who actually knows how to fight? It's like, you know, it's also, I don't know, like This is, it reminds me of a conversation I had with Tony like fucking forever ago. Oh, I'm so sorry for cursing. So,
You're right.
um, I don't know, man. I'm not a bully. I don't like fighting people that I know that I can win or it's just an easy fight. I would rather fight somebody who I know I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a hard fight, or like, oh wow, this girl might whoop my ass. This is gonna be fun. So like, it's a challenge. Like I'm a fighter. I'm a dog. Like I want it. I want the biggest, baddest. And if they win and they beat me, cool, awesome. I'm gonna get better, and God willing, we'll meet again in the future. So it's just, I don't know, man. I like, you got side A and side B. I
Sure.
like being side B. I really
Sure.
do like being side B. Aside from you getting paid being side B,
Right.
um, I don't know. Like you get for being a side B, you kind of get picked for like side A. So when you're a side B who likes fighting and knows you're a side B and who likes fighting the big dogs and doesn't care about losing, and I'm not going in there intentionally trying to lose it. If it happens, it happens. But
Sure.
I learned something from these women. Every single opponent who defeats me, I end up coming out of it with something that I needed to learn from that loss. So like it's more of like, all right, cool. Like the wins, what do I learn from that? I get a check on my record. Cool, awesome. But I'm not really learning anything from the wins. Like I learn more and I get more motivated, if anything, from the losses.
What weight is it? Is it 15 or is it 25 this upcoming fight?
It's 120. It's a catch weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was curious about. You're a clear 115er, but you'd love to fight up. Like I don't get it. Like when will we see you come down to 115 and actually fight women that are 115?
I tried and I fucked up. So I give all due respect to Natalie Cage because I was supposed to fight her at 115
Right.
and I ended up weighing in at 119. So and she still took the fight.
Sure.
And I'm not proud of that, and I respect the fuck out of her for even taking that fight. But point to being, I had 3 weeks to prepare. My car had gotten taken after I had signed the contract, so I had no way of getting to my gym, and I was sitting there trying to get it. And for like a literal week, if not a little bit more than a week, I had no training. I'm sitting there trying to run around and figure out ways to borrow money or to fucking make money just so I can get my damn car back so I can try to go to training. I was like three, almost 3 more pounds than what I had originally thought. It
Sure.
was a fucking mess. It was a fucking mess. So I tried. But now, thank God everything's a lot better now. There's really no excuses at this point. So, but as far as like fighting bigger girls, I don't know, man. Like I have no idea. Like I said, I like the challenge. I know it's stupid. It's not smart, especially if I want to do this long term.
Sure.
I'm also a mom, so I have to be smarter with my decisions. I understand that. I gotta stop being um. I don't even know what the word is for it because it's not prideful. Like it's, I don't know. I just like the challenge. I like the big girls. I like the girls who are like fucking dogs and animals. Like I heard Ferreira is gonna be. I heard it's a rumor. I don't know, but I heard Ferreira might be retiring soon, which she has rightfully fucking earned, right?
I heard she's
And
going to 35.
she's going to 45. Damn.
35. No,
Oh,
35.
okay. I was about to say, what the fuck? Okay, that's cool. 35. Oh, she's gonna fight Borg.
No, I recently saw some messages between Borga's camp and Ferreira's camp, and they want Borga to come down to 35. She can't. She said, oh, and I hung out with Borga a lot out there in Dubai. She has all she can do to get down to 145. I mean, she's a very, thin, like she doesn't have a lot of weight. So she said, look, I can get down to 40. If you want to meet at 40, we'll do a catch weight. That way, neither of our belts are on the line type of thing, which sounds cool. But Dave really wants, according to them, that Dave really wanted Misfit to fight for the 135 belt, so they were really pushing for it to be at 35. Me personally, I don't think Misfit and Borga should fight. I feel like BKFC is better if both of those women are champions at their own thing, and I don't think you need to, have them. It's kind of like Britt and Hart fighting Misfit again. Like why derail either one of those girls' career? But I heard that Misfit wants to leave 25 and go up to 35.
Yeah, I don't see why not. She definitely, if anybody can do it, she can.
Yeah.
Oh, but back to my point, I heard that she was planning on retiring within like the next couple, like maybe a year or two. And obviously with the way that like my record has been going and me being at 115, there's no way I can't see no way of me being able to fight her, but that would be fucking awesome. That's like I told Tony this. I was like, that would be like fighting Mike Tyson of
Sure,
bare knuckle. You know what I mean? So and missing
absolutely.
that opportunity is freaking like it sucks because that's like again, like that's like missing out the opportunity of being able to fight Mike Tyson, you know? So but I haven't earned that shit. So it is what it is.
Do you talk to Misfit much? Have you like gotten to like interact with her much or one on one or anything or no?
No, but the interactions that I've have had with Misfits have always been well, most of them, except for the social media stuff. um, but we got past it. But most of the conversations we've had have been respectful.
Sure.
Um, she's never come at me like I not that I can think of. If anything, even that social media misunderstanding we had was because she thought I was coming at her a certain way. You know what I mean? So no, I mean it's always been decent, respectful.
No, she's probably one of the most intense people I've ever like talked to, and I've interviewed her. I've met her a couple times, but she's super intense, but she's also so nice and so friendly. And you don't want to interact with her before a fight because she's someone who like absolutely like drains her body to get down to 25, and
Mm.
so she's no fun to be around then. But when she's
Mhm.
not fighting, she's phenomenal. Like I love her, and she's really nice.
What does she walk around at?
I gotta think it's got to be 140, 150. I don't like. I mean, like she's a thick girl. So that's your Tyson. But so is there like any chance we see you go out there to Vegas just to spar with her? I mean, is it something like
Oh,
you'd
that would
be
be
okay
fucking
with
cool.
just to spar? Yeah, I mean, like
Absolutely. I mean, just to train with her is fucking awesome. It doesn't even have to be on the squared circle, bro. Just fighting her is a fucking honor. Like you know what I mean? It's like she's a dog. Like it's not about trying to publicize a win or a loss. It's just about the experience.
yeah, being able to do it behind closed doors. Hey, look, we're not having any cameras. I just want to go a couple rounds. That'd be a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if there's cameras. Like obviously
Sure.
I'm not scared to get my ass whooped. So but like I said, the experience alone would be fucking amazing. So
Okay, so this fight coming up, I think your record's 1-2-1. It's almost a must win for you if you want to be able to continue to push for that belt. Do you see it as a must win, or how do you see this fight coming up?
yeah, every fight is a must win. You know, you're not going in there to try to lose. But
All
yeah,
right.
since I've coming off of two losses, I definitely need this win for sure.
Where do you go from here? Are you gonna try to go back down to 15, or are you kind of content with fighting whoever they put in front of you?
So honestly, that isn't really up to me. It's more my coach doesn't want me at 125. He wants me at 115.
Sure.
He agreed to this 120 weight because it's a catch weight and it's only 5 pounds off. So, but he wants me to rock at 115. He wants me to gain the experience. He wants me to go about it the right way.
Sure.
So, you know, just doing what I got to do, starting from the bottom, going upwards. So, that's the plan. That's the goal.
You're not doing a whole lot of media. I feel very fortunate you agreed to do our interview. It sounds like you're taking this fight super serious. You're super into the camp. Are you with the same training staff as this last fight, or like anything change, anything different for this training camp going in?
Yeah, a lot different because I'm actually training full time. You know, like I said, like my last camp, I only had like 3 weeks to prepare, even weight wise, and that cut was the worst cut of my life. I've never experienced any of that in my entire life, and it sucked. And I can't like I don't know how fighters do that shit over and over again. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we're taking this very serious. My team is the same team that I had for the last fight, but I had only partnered up with them for maybe about 2 months before we even took that fight. So
Right.
it's not like they had their hands on me for a while, you know? Um, but yeah, they've been putting a lot of work, a lot of investment. My team is fucking awesome. My coach is amazing. My teammates are freaking amazing. Like I have the atmosphere that I have with these people is something that I really haven't experienced much of, and I really like it. The comfortability is a lot better, which helps me be able to train more comfortably, you know. And
Sure.
especially my coach, like I kind of feel bad for my coach because sometimes, especially when it's around that time of the month. You know, I
Okay.
tend to get a little bit more emotional and sensitive and more bitchy. So, and my coach, that poor man, like my coach, he deals with it like a freaking champ. So, but yeah, no, I love these people. They're fucking awesome. They're amazing. I'm very grateful to have them. I've been praying for a while for if this was God's will for me to do fighting, for him to pair me up with the team that he wants me to be with. And I truly do feel like this is the team he wants me to be with.
And I feel like you really lucked out because it is kind of like a hometown thing. I mean, like, like we could have seen you having to up and relocate, if you clicked with another coach, but you're able to find it in your hometown, which is even
Yeah.
all the better.
Yeah. It was amazing.
All right. So what's going on out there in Perth Amboy this summer? Are you doing anything fun or it's all fight camp related?
Bro, it's just training, man. I wish it was fun. It's nothing but training. Training and working. Training and working and training and working. It's rapid just that.
I saw that your buddy DJ Tony, I know he's like kind of an advisor for you, but he's been helping you get a lot of sponsorship and stuff. Like I saw you got like a nutrition sponsor, some food sponsors and stuff. How much has that
Oh,
helped being able to like take that off your shoulders and like the supplements are big help,
yeah.
and good quality food, great for helping make weight. Like tell me about the sponsors coming on.
So I really don't know about any of the because he's my advisor. So I'm not, and also I'm not associated with some of the sponsors.
Okay.
But I am associated with the supplement sponsor, Apollo Nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
and dude, those supplements are freaking sick. I'm obviously I'm aware of proteins and freaking pre workouts and BCAs and all of those things. I've obviously had to pay out of pocket for all of those things, but I've always had to go for like the cheap stuff. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So, and then a lot of the times I couldn't even afford to stay consistent with those things.
Sure.
And these people, not only is it like quality stuff, it's like as soon as I run out, they're like, all right, come back. You can come today or tomorrow, or between this time and this time. These people are no joke. They actually care about me taking care of my body, and they got doctors, like actual doctors, putting these ingredients and measurements and things like that. So that is a blessing. It's like I've never had that before. My team at Driven with my coach, Hit 'em Up Boxing, we have a doctor on the team. He's also a nutritionist. He's my nutritionist. He set up a
Okay.
diet plan. He's helping me with that aspect of it as well. He partnered up with my coach to make sure that they also set up, so basically a diet plan, like a meal plan, not a diet plan, a meal plan, and then like the training plan. And it's gonna sound stupid when I say this, but I feel like a fighter. Like
Sure.
you know what I mean? And I've never had that before. So I like I'm slowly but surely getting more things that fighters typically have, and it's helping. So I'm really grateful to Tony for just always like I just going out the way and trying and working with me, because again, I don't work with certain sponsors. I don't like promoting certain things. So he deals with my stubbornness and my pain in the ass, and he goes and finds something that works with me.
It's crazy to think that toughness got you to this spot, and had you been able to have all these other little perks and stuff growing, like in the beginning where your career could have been, but I'm glad it's finally there now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, but I'm grateful it wasn't there in the beginning, and maybe it would probably, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it would have changed any of the losses, but like I said, I learned a lot from those losses, and I wouldn't take that shit back for anything. So, yeah, no, I don't know how you say, what's that? God turns everything into the better for those who love him. So I don't regret anything.
What's been your favorite fight, win or loss, in BKFC so far?
Damn, favorite fight. Hmm. Probably Cage.
Okay.
Yeah, because we went, it was like, I don't know. She was a dog. We went all 5 rounds, and Courtney was more on 8 days. I really didn't have any time to like prepare. I don't know, like I guess just bloodiness wise, like aggressiveness, that violence. I'm gonna have to say Cage. I'm gonna have to say Cage.
I mean, Courtney will always be it for me because that was such a violent fight. And then when you
Oh yeah.
smacked her nose so hard with that one shot, and I was like, oh. But like, I mean, like that. Did you guys get fight of the night for that fight? I can't remember. I mean, it was a phenomenal fight. Your very first fight for BKFC.
No, yeah, no. She that fight was fucking awesome. Obviously, it was my favorite. I mean, my first fight. So like, no,
Yeah.
that can never, you know, like.
Yeah.
But and she's awesome. Like she was even awesome before the fight. I remember she was like, after this, we're gonna go and get something to eat. Before the fight, I was just like, oh, this is nice. I'm not used to that because in my amateur, oh no, my kickboxing, like they were all mean. Like
Sure.
all my opponents were assholes. And she's over here, she's like, oh, after my fight or after our fight, we're gonna go and get something to eat. And I'm like, she's freaking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
she's so cool. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is great. I wasn't expecting for her to be so freaking nice. And that was dope. So, and then I even met her kids. Like her
Right.
kids, her husband. It was a great experience. But I mean, like, I don't know, I guess like the aggressions, like the I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That is a tough. It's between, but I mean, as far as like aggressive and like violence goes, Cage would definitely be my favorite fight.
Okay. I'm excited to see what 2.0 Gabby does. Like I said, it sounds like everything's kind of clicking into place now. So it'll be interesting to see where you go from here. And like again, you're headlining basically a hometown show. I mean, you're a co-main event, but you're still headlining. No one cares about Dustin and those guys, you know, like we care about you. So I think it's great that it's basically a hometown show.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm grateful that I get these opportunities with these women because it helps. Like, you know, the freaking main event with Jod. Like that's I've never in my life would have imagined being anywhere near those things. Like I'm grateful, just like I said, like I'm no punching bag. I'm gonna sit there and try to fight you. But I'm grateful for just all of those matches. Like I'll be side B all fucking day, bro. Like I just line them up. I don't care. Like I'm like the experiences are just they're amazing. They're I don't know how to explain it. They're just you have to experience it for yourself for you to like truly understand any of this. It's nuts.
It's crazy to go from like kickboxing and maybe 100 people watched you, and now millions of people are watching you fight. Like
Yeah.
it's just crazy to see where your career's turned around.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's kind of scary because of the people. Like I'm not scared to fight, but the people is like, what the fuck? I remember for Courtney's fight, and that was when Mike Perry was fighting on that card. I
Right?
think that was like his first or second fight, or with bare knuckles. It was huge. It
Sure.
was huge, and I don't know, but like before seeing all of that stuff, I was like, holy shit! Like this is like some like I was stupid, but I was like, this is some TV stuff. Like, and it was TV stuff, obviously, but I'm retarded. But it feels like a movie. I feel like doing these things in these fights. I feel like I'm living in a movie.
It's crazy to see how famous you guys are becoming too. You know what I mean? Like you're your co-main event. So now you're going to be headlining, and more people are going to know you. And now you're Perth Amboy. People know you. Is someone scary coming? You keep looking off to the side. Are you nervous?
I'm just watching this guy. You got to be aware. This is Amboy.
No, I know that's what I was concerned about. Yeah.
No, you just got to keep your eye out. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm so sorry.
No, not at all. Like again, Carmine's from New Jersey. He goes, and she's from the scariest part of New Jersey. So that's why I was making sure you were safe.
No, I'm good. Don't worry.
Anyway, it's kind of talking about like you becoming an overnight celebrity. You know what I mean? Like you have that big fight. Everybody wants your picture. Everybody wants to be, take a photo with you, meet you, and you do the main event with Jod. Again, more celebrity. Now you're getting to fight in front of your hometown people. Again, you're an even bigger celebrity.
Yeah, I don't like that word celebrity. I fucking hate that. Like I get it. I understand. I don't like it. I never liked it. I'm never gonna like it. I get it as part of my job. The marketing stuff, the promotion, the videos, the pictures. I just want to fight. I want to be in peace. That's why I said what I said before. Like when you said about the thing with Misfit, like would I be down closed doors, no cameras? Fuck yeah, absolutely. Like I'm not in it for all that extra shit. I'm in it because I love to fight. I did it my whole life. I'm not afraid to get my ass whooped. And yes, it's fun when I win, but we got issues when we're fighters. So it is what it is.
All right. I have nothing else for you. Is there any message you have for the fans, any sponsors, anything you want to get out there before we call it a night?
No, I actually gotta go to training soon, so this is perfect.
All right. Well, I
Shout out.
figured.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I
So,
miss talking to you, bro. It's been like forever.
well, it's because you're not fighting for BKFC. You're being lazy and not taking fights. You know, if
You
you
know what?
you fight every month.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah,
It is
no.
kind of a struggle though, like to get you guys on the cards. Like sometimes I hate when it's like we haven't seen this person in a year. Like I really wish there would be 1 to 2 women fights per card in each weight, like 115 and a 125. There should be at least one of those on every card.
I agree. That would be freaking awesome. I would definitely watch it a lot more than what I watch it now. But I mean, it's also because, competitors and stuff like that. But that's fucking awesome. As soon as I hear women fighting, even like boxing fights, I'm watching. I'm there. I want to watch it. So,
Either that or we should have an all women's card. I would love an all women's card,
oh, yes. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, I'm
right?
sorry. But yes, absolutely. Oh my God, that would be epic.
I agree.
Dude, you should pitch that to BKFC, dude.
Well, I've talked to Jewel about it before. I've been like, hey, Jules, you should, and I think like October is like Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so you could do something like that. You know what I mean? Like everybody could have like cool pink, and I don't know. There's just so many opportunities. I think that they could do like a big woman's push, and like I mean, I love Chris and Sean, but you could get some women to come in and do the commentary. You know what I mean? Like an all woman thing would be fantastic.
Dude, that's genius. We can do probably breast cancer awareness. Do something like that for an all women's card. That's genius. I would definitely reach out to them if I were you because that's very smart.
For sure.
And it would be awesome to be able to promote something for charity like that.
Yeah,
Actually, I
absolutely.
think I remember Jules mentioning something about her wanting to do a card for charity. I just don't remember what charity it was.
Cool. All right, well, get your ass in training. You got people to beat up. So thank you so much for your time.
You too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.